going on, guys? It's your boy Oscar here, back at it again with another YouTube video. Thank you for watching Escobar Mechanic Services. I got a 2026 Dodge Durango 5.7 Hemi. Gonna do the oil change and, well, simple tools. Here they are. Drain pan. All you need, 13 millimeter ratchet and extension. And that's pretty much all you need. So I'm going to show you what it looks like down there, how easy it is to get there. Actually, let me show you now. It's not really much for me to do. So you can see, drain plug, oil filter. There's the entrance here, so it's not really much for us to do. This is me. If I need to jack up the vehicle, I'll jack it up, but I should be fine. Got the drain pan here. Got oil pan there. Oil pan. Got the 13 millimeter 6-inch extension and the ratchet. I'm gonna show you me taking it out. And this is the oil filter. We'll get to it right now. Alrighty, so this is the angle I'm recording. Don't need this one. It's actually this one. But watch this. Simple. Broken loose already. Literally, that's all I had to do. Now, let it drain. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I don't want anything splashing anywhere. If it splashes anywhere, then oh well. And do none about it. I will definitely get oil on my fingers, but I want to show you guys that I won't. I still got oil on my fingers. There you go.
Fairly draining. Maybe made a mess, but it's okay. The vehicle's oil was pretty hot because it was driven. So, yeah. And there you go.
Oh, alright, so it's drained already. Tightening it up. Finger tight right now, and then I'm gonna go on with the extension. I'm gonna torque it down right now. I gotta get the torque wrench, but you don't really have to torque it down since it wasn't really on there that tight. But hey, safety precautions. Plus, it's made out of plastic, so you gotta be careful. So that is out. And now to get the oil filter out. It will not come out by hand. Oh, it's pretty hard. Yeah. It doesn't. Will I have to use the pliers? Probably. Just to loosen it up. There you go. Loosen it up. I might not cut the video because, you know, I gotta show you guys what I go through. Show you what I go through. Pretty hot. There you go. There you go. It's out. I got the new one here. It is the same. So I usually do that. You can tell. But alright, let's get in. Not necessary, but I always like to fill it up with a little bit of oil. Get this out the way a little bit. Put my hand in there. Give a couple good turns. Couple good turns. Good snug turn. Hand tighten, that's pretty much all you need. You don't need no wrench to tighten it down. That's it for the bottom. We're all done. Maybe a little messy, but it's okay. Let me show you what's top. All right, so it shows that it takes 7 quarts. I got 5 and 5, kind of, you know. So I'm gonna have to put the full one and then a little bit of this one. I got both because it comes out cheaper. It comes out almost better or cheaper, and I'll have extra in case of emergencies. And add it up with the funnel, and got the dipstick out, oil dipstick out, and I'll still turn it on and check it. All right, well, now I'm gonna add in the oil. Add the full thing. Might be a little hard to do it, but might be a little hard to do it because funnel's small and that little curvature in the oil fill, but I'll get it done. Watch this. I think I say that a lot. I'll get it done. I gotta talk a little bit more professional, a little bit more mechanic services wise. But anyway, I'm just having fun here, doing some oil changes, doing the small things, doing the big things. I'm just having fun. So it takes 7 quarts, 0.20, including the filter. I'm gonna highball it to like 7 and something, you know, because I did add some into the filter, if you remember earlier in the video. Alrighty, one down. Now let's kind of add it a little bit, so I'm just gonna go to the 3 quarts on this thing. Once I reach the 3 quart line on this. You guys want to know, like when you're pouring antifreeze or coolant, whatever you want to call it, water, oil, it's always better to pour it sideways. The pour comes out a little bit better than tilting it this way. It's just something I've learned along the way. My dad taught me. Kind of noticed it too. And somewhat of that nature. Okay. I got as close into the 3. Take out the funnel. Tap it. I'll throw it over there. Put the dipstick on. Just gonna turn on the engine. Reset the light, turn on the engine, and you know, then read the well, actually I'm sure I tidied everything up, but it's always safe to look under, make sure you don't see anything leaking, which is not, of course. Good thing there's nothing leaking. Now turn it on. I kind of should have, I think I could still reset it. All right, so actually we'll figure this out together. Vehicle info. Oh, don't look at top speed because it's gonna. Vehicle info, pressure. Okay, that was at 7%. To reset oil life, engine must be off with ignition and run. So in the run position, sure you guys can see that. This is me actually showing you guys how to reset it as well. So boom, 7%, hold OK to reset. And boom, 100%. But now we turn it on. All right, oil is reset. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, then I'm gonna check it. See 100% oil life changed, and turn it off. And now we are going to check the oil. Let's check the dipstick. As I was saying, I like using the t-shirt to check, but I don't have a towel or anything on me. I do have the shirt, other shirt that was on there. And it needs a little bit more. You can probably tell. Needs a little bit more. Just gonna add a tiny bit and call it a day. But that is the end of the video. It is a 2026 Dodge Durango oil change. Call it a day. We're done. Light is reset. The oil is at level right now when I had some, but I'm trying to make this video short for you guys. So pretty easy, right? Just something quick so I can show you guys, have some fun. Like, comment, subscribe, share, show some support. I don't care. Just watch my video. And whatever you guys want to do. Thank you. See you guys later.